Remember when toys were made of metal, sharp edges, and wild imagination? Back in the 60s and 70s, kids played hard, and so did their toys. No helmets, no safety labels, just pure adventure, and maybe a few bruises. These toys might have thrilled a generation, but today, they'd probably be banned faster than you could say choking hazard. Today, we're looking at 10 wild, risky, and unforgettable toys from the past that just wouldn't fly today. 1. Lawn darts, jarts. They looked like harmless darts, but they were giant, weighted missiles. Lawn darts were tossed high into the air and aimed at plastic rings on the ground, but too often they ended up hitting someone's head instead. Popular at backyard picnics, these toys caused serious injuries and even deaths. By the late 80s, they were completely banned in the US. Still, many boomers remember them as a summer classic, no matter the risk. 2. Gilbert U-238 Atomic Energy Lab. Surprised? Yes, this was a real toy, and it came with real radioactive material. The Atomic Energy Lab, released in 1950 and popular into the early 60s, let kids experiment with uranium ore and a working Geiger counter. It was meant to inspire young scientists. But looking back, handing children radiation isn't the brightest idea. It was pulled from shelves pretty quickly. 3. The clacker balls. These acrylic balls made a loud clack when you swung them up and down on a string. They were cheap, noisy, and incredibly popular. But those hard plastic spheres could shatter like glass, sending shards flying right into kids' faces. Eventually, safety warnings couldn't keep up, and they faded from store shelves. 4. Cap bombs and mini explosives. Before digital games, nothing beat the thrill of a mini explosion. Cap bombs, firecrackers, and toy grenades were all the rage. Sold in local shops, these pocket-sized explosives gave off loud bangs and smoke. But missing fingers and burnt hands weren't uncommon. Eventually, new laws brought the boom to a stop. 5. Creepy crawlers. Original metal mold version. Remember baking your own rubber bugs? The original Creepy Crawlers kit came with an open hot plate and metal molds. Kids would pour plasti goop into shapes and bake them in the oven themselves. No gloves, no protection. It was fun, but burns were common. Later versions added safety guards, but the original was truly a product of its time.
Wood-burning kits. These kits gave kids a heated metal pen to carve into wood. No big deal, right? Except it got up to 600 degrees Fahrenheit, perfect for a quiet afternoon or a trip to the ER. Popular among crafty kids in the 60s and 70s, but today it had never passed safety checks. 7. Metal playgrounds. Not a toy you could bring home, but still part of childhood fun. Slides that burned your legs in summer, jungle gyms 10 feet tall and no soft ground underneath. Just metal, concrete, and scraped knees. It was fun, dangerous, and somehow unforgettable. 8. The Thing Maker. The Thing Maker let kids create their own plastic toys using liquid chemicals and a heating device. It was a mad scientist's dream, but it came with burns, toxic fumes, and no safety lock. It was discontinued, then brought back with more safety, but it never felt quite the same. Back then, danger and creativity went hand in hand. 9. Toy guns with realistic sounds. Before orange tips and safety rules, toy guns looked and sounded just like the real thing. Cap guns, starter pistols, and even toy revolvers that fired loud blanks. They were exciting, but also dangerous, especially in public. Many were banned after real-life tragedies and misunderstandings. 10. Chemistry sets with real chemicals. 60s and 70s chemistry sets were packed with real, often dangerous chemicals. Hydrochloric acid, potassium nitrate, you name it. They came with tiny test tubes and open flames. For young scientists, it was heaven, until someone mixed the wrong ingredients. Today's sets are safer, but lack that spark of danger. Back then, playtime was a wild adventure, and maybe a little risky. These toys shaped childhoods, sparked imaginations, and left a few scars along the way. Which of these did you play with, or would never let your kids near? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more trips down memory lane.